Hello everyone, my name is Erragon, and today I'll be reviewing the Bandai MMS series Burning Godzilla 1995-2017 release and the Destroyer 1995-2024 release from Godzilla vs. Destoroyah. Okay, so these two figures come from Bandai, and in the 1995 film Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, Godzilla enters his burning form in order to fight his toughest opponent yet, Destroyer. If you don't know what the Movie Monster series line is, it's a line of monster figures made by the company Bandai. These action figures can range from Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, and more. Anyways, first we'll take a look at the tags. First off, we'll start with Godzilla. He's got a clean, crisp tag with some Japanese writing that I'll never be able to understand. The tag's nicely detailed with a good image of Godzilla on the front and some nice spines on the back. I really like the detail there. You can also see the date the figure was released just down here, so that's the 2017 release. But now we'll move on to Destroyer's tag. Destroyer's tag is also really cool. It's got a really cool looking image of Destroyer on the front. Once again, Japanese writing, which I do not understand. Cool little white cutout of Destroyer there. It's not a cutout, it's a print, but you get what I mean. I really do like this pose. It's got a really menacing pose on the front there, with the 2024 release right down there, just like how I said, on the bottom left corner. Yeah, Godzilla vs. Destroyer. But yeah, really cool tags. So, I guess with that being said, we will move on to the figure. So next, and first, we'll start with Destroyer, because, well, I already showed off Burning Godzilla's tag first, so we'll go over Destroyer's figure next. So, let's have a look. It's got some really cool detailing on the chest, I really like that here. Teeth are nicely painted, even though the tongue is not. I think the teeth are really well done. He's got some gold and yellow eyes, with a nice gold shiny paint app. He's got the yellow horn on his head, which I can't remember the name of for the life of me. Got good paint on his hands and feet, along with his, I don't know, knee spikes. I don't really get the name for these. But he's mostly more of a blood-like red. You can see the info on where the figure was released at the bottom of the tail. The wings can open out, just like that, and the wings can go all the way around, but hang on, the tag's in the way, 1 second. Wings can go all the way around, but I'm not sure if you should spin it around a lot because it may wear out the figure's joints. The arms cannot move, which surprises me a lot, neither can the head. The feet can move, well, the legs can move, not the feet. The leg can go back that far. Can't that far. The other leg might be a tiny bit different. Going that far. Can't that far. Pretty much the same thing. So that's his articulation. He's got some really nice sculpting here. Pretty cool figure. I really do love the kind of hook, I'd say. It reminds me of Gigan, like the upgraded Gigan in 2004. It reminds me of his tail, but I can imagine him grabbing onto Godzilla and just throwing him around. Yeah, really cool there. Got some. I really find the paint on the chest interesting because it reminds me of a heart. I mean, I get he has a heart inside, right? But it feels like one of those exposed hearts. It's a bit strange. But yeah, he's a mutated crab, so. Anyways, with that being said, we will move on to Burning Godzilla's articulation and details. Okay, so here's Burning Godzilla. I gotta say, I think the paint on Burning Godzilla is a bit better than Destroyer, because first up we've got some really fierce painted red and orange eyes. I'm gonna try and get a light on him. There we go, you can see him now. So, you can see the glowing. It looks slightly yellow, but it's an orange and red. and black for pupils. So the teeth are painted really well. No mishaps there. The tongue's painted well. Along in the jaw, you can see a shadow. Anyways, now we'll move on to his articulation. So, for his articulation, his arms can go back that far, come over that far. Same thing with the other arm. Come back that far, come over that far. His head can turn a full 360 degrees. His legs can go all the way around, once again 360 degrees, but you might wear out the joints, so I'm not sure about it. Might be a bit tight on your figure. It's a tiny bit tight on mine, the legs, but that's perfectly fine. Tight the figure, the better it is, in my opinion. You've got, once again, detailing on the back of the tail here, just there. I'm using my phone light because it works pretty well. I'm actually surprised. He's got some really cool painting on his dorsal spines. One thing I never really got about the bony design was why his tail was never red. Because Monstros has done it, you know, and I know there is a version of the figure that you can get that's got the full red tail, but I don't know. But it does replicate the burning form pretty well. I do think they could have added maybe some more yellowy, fiery highlights, but yeah. It's a Movie Monster Series figure, it's good, I can't complain. Tail, really well sculpted. Some vinyl action going on here, so it doesn't actually move, but you can bend it because it's just vinyl, right? So, hands and feet are painted nicely. See there, let's get the light on again. Here we go. You can see there. So, yep, that's about his articulation. You can also see the little lining from the 1994 suit here. I believe they also had that on the 91 suit on his neck. But yeah. So, we'll go on to pricing, stuff like that, where I got him, you know. Okay, let's go. Okay, so, how much did I get them for? Okay, so I got both of these figures for £40. I got them for $20 each. I bought them together at a toy fair at Sandown Park, I believe. So there was quite a few Godzilla sellers there. I managed to pick these guys up for £20 each, because, you know, I'm in England here. So, the other pricing on Amazon may vary. 25, maybe even 30 for one of these. Maybe it might be Destroyer. But there is one more thing about these two figures. One last thing. And that's, you know in the movie when Destroyer is kind of like here over Godzilla? Like that's their height? Well, roles reversed in this scenario. Roles have been reversed. Godzilla is towering over Destroyer. Well, I wouldn't say towering, but he's larger than Destroyer. Destroyer is taller when he puts his wings up, but that's not how it's supposed to be, really. Come on. I mean, it's not a problem, but for anyone who wants size-accurate figures, then I don't know what to say. Maybe try and get the Playmates one. It might scale better. But yeah, so, conclusion and review. I do really like these guys. They're a really cool thing to have on my shelf. Cool 2 new figures. Out of 10, Burning Godzilla, maybe an 8 or a 9. Destroyer, maybe a 7 or an 8. The only reason he would be a 7 might be for 2 reasons, which would be his size, maybe, and the fact that his hands can't move. It's possible, because I've seen it done on the Playmates Destroyer, right? They have done it, but I don't know why they haven't added it. I just find that a bit strange. It's not a great problem, but because they don't really move their hands that much anyway, but it would still be nice to have. But yeah, they could have just done it like this guy, just had the, you know, like joint here, Or it could go like that. It could do the exact same thing, but with a twist. I don't know. But yeah, that's about it for this review. I really do hope that you all enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy the video, which I hope you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and press the subscribe button. It really does help me out, so thank you if you do. And yeah, I think that concludes the review. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!